Okay, it says I'm streaming to Facebook. Oh
And you
no.
believe it's lies?
I know, right? Like, I have no idea if it's actually streaming. Hey, go on Facebook, your Facebook, if you wouldn't mind, and see if I'm actually frickin' streaming. I can't see it
Uh,
on mine. I don't know how 12-year-olds figure this shit out. I don't get it.
well, they come home from school and they have to do something to take their mind off of mommy and daddy fighting all the time.
You're going to hell.
Well, I mean, look at the state of the world today.
Pretty
Would
much,
you
right?
believe? Like, be like fighting over, like, oh my god, we had a kid. What the fuck were we thinking? It's your fault, the other person who I had the kid with. And yeah,
Right.
Facebook tells me you're streaming.
Can you actually see? Oh, there you go! Okay. I see it on my Mac. I went on my Mac and I can actually see
Wait, how many people are watching this?
everybody on Facebook. I don't know if they can hear me though. Oh yeah.
Yeah, now I can still hear you live, Alex.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow, they can't see me evidently. I don't know why. Let's see. Um Record
Well,
settings.
oh yeah, remember when you were streaming Resident Evil 2 and no one could get my witty, incisive commentary?
Yeah, that's cuz that was a stupid PlayStation thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well,
pretty stupid.
yeah. I guess I'm just going to start painting. Just FYI for anyone watching this, Vincent Lai. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I haven't used this version of Substance Painter a whole lot, so this is a learning experience for me. So nobody judge me. I know a lot of you guys have been doing this forever, but I had to self-teach myself this. I downloaded all these custom materials, and none of them look like aircraft aluminum.
You should have downloaded a 4-year college education and the $200,000 of debt that comes with it, Alex. Then you'd be on equal footing with everyone else and with terror.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not. That's really funny. I can actually see myself streaming on my Mac. That's funny. There is a big delay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I muted my feed of the stream because there was so much of a delay, it was distracting.
Yeah, there's like a full minute delay easily.
Something like that. It's more like 20 seconds when I was watching, but yeah,
Wow.
that's a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah. Iron raw. I'm trying to get aircraft aluminum that look galvanized. Iron rough. Iron hammered. Iron grinded. Iron grady.
Don't you mean ground?
No, iron grinded. It says iron grind.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, does it? It really doesn't, does it? Hmm. Certainly interesting. I don't know. Matte paint, matte coated. Oh my gosh. Let's go iron shiny and see how this is. That's shiny iron. It's less shiny than regular iron. WTF. Silver doesn't have any texture to it. Steel, galvanized.
Oh, I just had a physics death in Doom.
Physics death.
Granted, I was at low health, but I stood on a barrel. That was a movable object. And, awesome death animation, where the Doom guy
Yeah,
basically slips forward and just lands on the back of his head, and he just dead.
nice. Vincent, what do you mean by throw down some materials and play with all these things? Like, do you use Substance Painter a whole lot? Do you know how I could get like that aircraft? It's like a white aircraft aluminum. Like when you're at the airport and you see the side of a plane, that's what I'm looking to achieve here. Oh, there's people actually watching me. This is so weird. Oh my god, this is actually taxing my computer. With my dual 2080s. That's interesting. Lulz. Plastic. Maybe if I went plastic. Because it's a spacecraft, right? It's from the future. Maybe they have some sort of lightweight, really strong plastic.
No, we have invented everything.
Ooh. Hey, that's... Oh my god, that's almost it. Um... Rufflet. Roughneck. Oh wow. That's funny. Plastic PVC, the material's pretty close. Um... Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty... Okay, and then scale. What if I just scaled down the bumpiness? Wow. Oh, that's so close. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Personally, no, I'm not watching the stream. I mean, I have it up, but I'm playing Doom.
Well,
So I can hear you and provide witty commentary.
oh, good. I don't know where I'd be without your witty commentary.
I know, right? It's gotten us both this far, and through some trying times.
It certainly has. You know what I need to do on my laptop? I need to bring up an actual picture of the Storm Chaser, so I know WTF to paint. Okay, cool. Add. Oh, we want to add white mask, and then we're gonna paint down these edges because these are black. Where's my... That's what hmm. Yeah, I can no longer see our chat, but I put a link so anyone watching can join us on Discord and they
Oh
can
boy,
talk some
what have you
shit.
done?
I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Oh, Alex, always messing with super science.
Mm-hmm. What can I say? Super science is fun.
Well, I'd hardly have a compelling argument against such a sentiment.
So you're saying your sentiments exactly. Hmm. Yeah, I've never streamed before. I thought this little app I was using, player.me, it was going to show like the video feed from my webcam. Remember when I went out of I told you I was going to do this like a month ago and I went out and bought a webcam and that's why. But I guess at least on Facebook it doesn't do that.
Hmm. I don't know. They should really try harder if they want to steal that sweet, sweet Twitch streaming dollar market.
Yeah, right. But then again, I am the only weirdo who would ever stream on Facebook because I'm not popular enough to have friends on Twitch. See, I gotta draft the friends I already have. I have to make them feel guilty enough to watch me tinker with this. And I have some really talented friends that like know Substance Painter really well, so I'm sure a bunch of them who are watching this are just cringing.
And then you can just guilt them into teaching you how to use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if this
A
whole
shrewd
Bluetooth mouse
move.
thing, if there's a little bit of input lag or what, but it feels like it might actually be video lag, because I've got both my
I mean,
video
it might be
cards.
because you're streaming, but, you, uh, you already switched to Bluetooth.
Yeah,
I mean, that might also have some lag to it.
yeah.
I mean, it's 2019, but everything sucks.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Uh, and I don't have a Wacom tablet, if you guys are wondering. I'm doing this with the mouse. Ugh, tedious. Let me finish the top before going to the bottom. Fuck. Hmm. Dude, I don't even remember what happened after GoldenEye last night. I just remember all you guys were really butthurt that I destroyed you all so hard.
Wait, say that again?
I said I don't even remember when everybody left last night. The last thing I remember was we literally played one game of GoldenEye and then everyone's like, "I'm not playing anymore."
Well, you did murder us all. You got 12 points. I had 3. Jeff had 2, and Dan had 0.
Dan gave up
Just
halfway
like,
through. Dan gave up
just like
halfway through. He's
real
like,
life,
"Fuck
I was
that."
gonna say.
Yeah. There's so many little
Well,
cheap things you can do in that game. For instance, the auto aim won't auto aim at a player that doesn't have a gun. And so if you have a crappy gun and you know the player you're fighting has a better gun, you just put your gun down and run. And you're like really hard to hit.
yeah. That is kind of cheap, not gonna lie.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But it's also a very useful tactic to exploit.
It's a
So,
theory. A game theory.
no. That's not how theory works.
I know. I don't like that kid.
I don't remember who that kid is, but I
Some.
dislike them as well.
Just cuz.
Well, the one thing I know about him is bad, so you know what? Fuck him.
Fuck 'em.
Just let the wolves eat him first.
There you go.
As a lesson to the rest of you.
And now you know the rest of the story.
And the little boy who nobody liked grew up to be Richard Nixon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I have no idea if people are, like, saying things in chat.
Well, don't go checking or nothing and validating their viewership.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's Vincent. I see him. You've never streamed to Facebook before? Yeah. Vincent's the only one watching. It's weird. I
I'm
can see other
watching.
people joined, but I don't know. It's really weird.
Well, I'm watching. I mean, I have the stream up. I'm looking at Doom,
Are you telling
but
me you're watching my stream?
yes, I am telling you, in fact, that my computer has your stream up and should be constantly loading the data. Also, that's gross, Alex.
It took you a second. You're like, what is he laughing about?
No, I got it.
Don't cross the streams.
I'm used to this behavior with you, Alex.
Used to this behavior. Oh, Alex.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Painting may or may not feel invalidated. Lol. Ooh. How to do this correctly. Do you remember when the cop showed up last night?
You sure you want to talk about this on stream?
Sure.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. And that's another reason why Chris should be on the lease here, so that next time he doesn't run inside the house and have to come get me.
Um, yeah. I mean, he could have also just not joined that anarchist group with his misspent youth.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do now?
Just hail corporate from day one.
Hail corporate?
Yeah. I mean, the three main branches of the government are the military, corporate, and Hollywood.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of lag all of a sudden. What the hell?
Tell mom to buy more internet.
Lol.
I mean, if you ask, Dad's gonna know it's just for video games, but if Mom asks, she might need to, I don't know, download sewing or something.
Download sewing. Download food.
Download a delicious Thanksgiving dinner or something?
Yeah, there you go. Oops. Oh my god. This must be painful for skilled people to watch.
Well, they should have thought of that before they didn't teach you for free.
Okay.
See, you just gotta frame it right, and then everything is everyone else's fault forever.
You sound like a Trump supporter.
Well, I was going to say any political party ever.
Yeah, all political parties are kind of that way.
It reminds me of something I saw on the internet. Somebody was saying, of all the like post-apocalyptic books and such, The Hunger Games has endured so well because how the government actually operates in that series is left just vague enough that both the American left and right can see their opponent's party in it.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay, I'm happy with that for now. Do the back of the wing. Oh, my storm chaser.
Excuse me. It was Chris.
Ha! You still playing Doom, Mike? Oh no. I don't think he can hear me, you guys.
Huh?
You're still playing Doom?
Yes.
Hmm.
And I'm in the Foundry at one of the big final fights, so
Hmm.
it's a little noisy.
So you're having trouble hearing me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Look who joined. No, it's not Rhino, it's Substance Painter. It's you can't model or anything in this app. It's just for painting. And I did not set up these UVs, just FYI. These were provided by Miss Heather Elroy. Cool. Looking pretty good. God, I thought more people would be watching, and I thought more people would join our live chat. You know what a friend was telling me? She goes, have you and Chris, for your book, thought about starting a podcast? I'm like, yeah, I've thought about starting a podcast for years, but, you know, what about? And then I thought, you know what would be interesting? Not even like an official podcast, just like this kind of stuff. Him and me shooting the shit on Discord while I worked on something. Um and then like I don't know, I think we could get a following doing that. Like if we had like a topic somehow related to the book, like some sci-fi talking point to start the idea off with. It's Mother's Day, people are doing mom things. Yeah. My mom's touring a Civil War battlefield right now. She was sending me pictures. Evidently, it was like the bloodiest place that happened during the Civil War. and she's there. I guess it's a rainy day out there, so she's there all alone.
Aw.
Yeah, she's out there with her
I mean,
brother, with Uncle Scott, but I guess he didn't go with her for some part of this trip. Oh, hello, Thomas Arnold, a fellow Inkshares person. Hmm. Kind of figured my brother would be around today.
yeah, I can't imagine he'd be talking to your mother.
Wow, spell it out for the whole internet.
Well, I'm joking all the time, so everything I say is inherently untrustworthy, which means I can just say the truth and not get in trouble, as long
Right,
as I only say it sometimes.
right.
I mean, that was the deal with the court jester. You know, they weren't actually morons, but their job and their position defined them as a fool so they could tell the king, yo, your prime minister's planning on murdering you, and he doesn't get in trouble because it's not an official accusation because he's a fool. But then if the prime minister actually has the fool killed, he's going to look pretty, pretty guilty there.
There's
So,
gonna be egg on his face. Nay.
yeah, so a very valuable person for the king to have around.
I see. You know, we got both dogs here, both Pseudo and Jolene. It's crazy. Oh, drama. Facebook revealing all my family shenanigans.
Well, at least we don't talk about Gummo down in the basement.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about Gummo. I have to feed him later.
Well, good thing Chris is around.
Yeah, yeah. Very good thing. Yeah, it was funny, cuz when the cops showed up last night, I can't remember who, but one of the guys that one of Dan's friends was out there with a beer in his hand and a joint and was just standing there drinking and smoking in front of this cop. And I'm like, shit. And I go running out there. I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm the leaseholder. Is there a problem? She's like, yeah, noise curfew at 10 o'clock. You know, just keep it down. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, officer. And like, it was no big deal. And everyone comes in, and people just don't realize that it's still a federal crime to smoke. That I mean, I nobody smokes here because of that. I thought it was hilarious. She could have arrested.
Well, how dare you infringe his constitutional right to break the fucking law?
I know, right? Yeah, I do have a
Yeah.
webcam, you guys. It's weird though. For some reason when I stream on Facebook, it doesn't detect it. I don't know what the deal is. Oh no. Corner looks like shit. Fuck. That's why. Sharing UV surfaces! No! Hang on. Oops. Yeah, but no, last night was fun. I actually didn't get to see Dan before he left, but I guess he's flying home. Hmm. Okay, how bad is it? How bad is it? What if I... Hmm. Okay, let's see where this is on the... Ah! That's where it is. Okay. Okay, like, alright. Okay, God, that looks like shit. Hang on, where is that? Aha. Okay. See, because you're here, it's not weird when I talk to myself.
No, it's still weird if I'm not listening.
If you're not listening, it's still weird.
Yep.
Okay, I think I got it. Well, sort of. Yes. Got it enough. It's probably be like 10 times easier on a Wacom tablet. I wonder if I can borrow one from work. We have a couple laying around. I never really got really good at it, though. Hmm. Ugh. Somebody keeps slamming the door down there. Okay, let me snap back to... Yeah, and then it's part of the wing is no bingo. Yeah, that's what I thought. In here. All of this is... I don't know where this is on... Oh, I like that. I don't know if I like that. No, sir, I don't like it.
Shitty little bits of level geometry are one of my least favorite things. Just throwing that out there.
Say that again?
shitty little bits of level geometry.
that you
Like
get
in Doom
stuck
just
on.
now, I got killed because I was pressing backwards and left. Apparently, when I was up against the corner of a rectangle, and apparently I was approaching it at exactly the right angle to not be able to move at all,
Hmm.
which doesn't make a ton of geometric sense, but there it was.
Hmm.
Like, we need ragdoll physics for the player. How, like, if you're blocked by 1 pixel, like if you're trying to walk through a door, and in real life, if you're a goofus and you walk into it wrong, like your shoulder just gets bumped back as you keep moving forward, but in video games you stop completely.
Didn't they do something like that at the end of the 90s with a sleeper hit Jurassic Park game where the actual animation was physics based? And
Not exactly. That was a Jurassic Park Intruder or something where you were this woman and your health was a heart tattoo on your boob and you had to look down to check your health.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I mean, a lot of the world was physics based, but not the character herself. She had physics based hands where you had to pick things up, like with the gun.
yeah,
Like the gun would stick to her hand once you placed her hand on the gun, and then it would move around, and you would be like moving your hand with the mouse that just happened to have the gun in it.
yeah.
But no, when you actually went to walk around things, you were a refrigerator cardboard box,
Oh,
just like
really?
all video game characters secretly are.
Yeah, they're just a capsule or a box.
Yeah, and that's wrong, and stop doing that.
Well,
If you think
collision
it's like with,
detection is like a very resource intensive thing.
oh, I know, and that's too fucking bad. It's like in Doom 2016, how they gimped the engine so that it has a hard cap of, what was it, 6 enemies at once?
Hmm.
Or was it 8? But yeah, you can't spawn more enemies than that. And from a game design perspective, they accidentally made the enemies too complicated for you to spawn more than 12 of them at once.
So
So
weird.
they just made it so that you can't spawn more than 12 enemies at once, which in a game like Doom is absolutely insane. And that was my biggest complaint
Yeah,
about the way they approached it, because for the most part, it was effectively, yeah, a love letter to the original series that everyone who played this really obviously liked. But they messed up and decided to make things shitty in a few key areas, and one of them was intentionally limiting the engine so that there's no way you can ever have it spawn more than 12 enemies at once.
that's
And
crazy.
if you program this game engine and you think you have enough like graphics memory to make each enemy complicated enough that the engine can only handle 12 of them at once, then no, you actually don't. You don't actually have that much spare memory to make each enemy that graphically complicated. You accidentally programmed it wrong so that the engine can only spawn 12 at once. You shouldn't
Yeah,
have done that. You made a bad mistake, and you're wrong in how you approach and design games.
yeah, I would agree with that.
It's like, look at Brood War and the really shitty pathing everything has. But that's the
Yeah,
thing, it doesn't have amazing graphics. Computers could just really only handle that much back then. They weren't like, ooh, make these graphics all amazing. They work exactly like Warcraft and Warcraft 2. They are 2D sprites. There's nothing complicated about them.
right.
They put all of their programming resources into the pathing, and they just knew they were working with 1996 computers. Imagine if in the original Brood War they had said, ooh, we need dynamic shadows, and, everything's going to path 20% worse and slower. You'd be fired.
Yeah,
And that would be a good decision for the company to make.
yeah,
And nowadays they're like, well, this Doom game, it's 2016, we're releasing this game. Did I mention it's 2016? Because it's 2016, everyone has a 2016 computer, and you can only spawn 12 enemies at once.
right.
That's it.
Right.
That's all. 12. Just 12. Only two more
I
than
never
you have
played Dynasty
fingers.
Warriors, George. I never played it. There are people asking questions.
Well, I'm just playing Doom right now, so
Yeah. All
I
you
can't
guys.
field them, but yeah, gameplay absolutely trumps graphics. You know, not that gameplay has to be super complicated and has to take up all possible computer cycles, but if you have an idea about how the game works and you've got it going and it runs at exactly the speed you want, nothing goes slower than it should, nothing's aggravating, and you're like, all right, this is all good. Whatever you have left is what the graphics should get.
Yeah. I
You know,
agree.
if it's like, oh, well, this character's really pretty, he's got this shiny hat on that makes the entire rest of the game, including the engine itself and the pathing and everything, run 30% slower whenever he's in the game. Well, you designed the game wrong. You designed that character wrong.
Yeah.
And I know it's much easier to make a shiny hat for some guy than it is to make compelling gameplay. So that's the way it goes a lot, but I don't really feel like those people should be making games either, or at
I agree.
least it
But then they
frustrates
do.
me
They
that
do make
those
a
games are
game. They
popular.
make Dork Fight, and then
I
it,
mean,
it
not that
takes
I'm
over
going to
the
be like, oh,
internet.
call the cops. These people made a game. You know, they can do whatever they want with their own time and money, but it frustrates me that that's the state of the industry to the point where, you know, the industry should not support that many games that are like that. Buyers shouldn't support that. It's like with Hanna-Barbera, how he figured out how to make new shitty episodes of all of his cartoons for a nickel each. And, you know, consumers were just basically dumb enough to watch Scooby-Doo and ruin the industry by doing so, because once everyone saw, oh shit, well, you can make Scooby-Doo. And on his deathbed, Joe Hanna apologized because he knew he had made it okay to be a bad animator. And he liked animation, and he felt bad that he ruined the thing he liked for the people who were actually good at it.
Hang on a second, Mike. Heather, is that you that joined? I was not aware there was a polygon fill tool. Maybe you could tell me how to use it so that I stop embarrassing myself here. Cause you know what I make up for in embarrassing myself, I have an indomitable spirit. Um, somebody joined.
Is that what? No, dirty
Somebody
joke.
joined
Never
general
mind.
chat and then they left. Um, okay. Yeah, how do I make this less painful? Please tell me how to make this significantly less painful. Like text channels, general, spiffy. Hey, who joined? Well, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Oh, it says your mic is out.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, Heather?
Give me just a second.
Oh my god, I can hear me. Oh.
Hello?
Whoa.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, so what is this polygon fill tool? I have been just kind of tinkering with Substance Painter. I've certainly never taken a class in it. I just think it's really fun and cool. And as you can see, I'm just now getting to paint the model you UV'd for me because life has been difficult. But yeah, so how do I make this easier? I don't have a Wacom tablet. I don't even have that nice of a mouse. But as you can see here, like this is shit. Like Ugh.
Yeah, the polygon will make that a lot easier. If you go to the left toolbar,
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4 down, I think. You have a
Polygon.
newer version than I've got.
Okay.
Lagging, so
Oh.
I'm probably not going to get to see what you got for another like 3 minutes.
I know, right? Oh, wow.
So
Oh,
you can fill either by polygons or by UV shells. Or by some
okay.
other things.
Oh. I wish
Yeah,
I
see?
knew
Now I see it.
what the hell I was doing.
Painting on the mask, right?
Yeah.
So this might actually be easier to do in the UV side rather than in the screen space side.
Yeah, you're probably right, because I could just go like this. Wow.
Also, it looks like you have height enabled on your layer.
Yeah.
Want to do that since you're just filling it? Is it?
Does it matter? How does that?
Well, you notice how whenever you were painting it that it looks like it has a little bevel on it?
Yeah.
In the height
Well, I mean, can't I leave
by
that on?
disabling it.
It
You
doesn't
can, but
it doesn't bother me too much.
but I mean, if you're going to have a place where it's going to be visible, where you stop painting it, then you're going to have that bevel. And if you didn't want it there, the easiest way is just to disable that.
Oh, okay. So how do I do that?
Your layer,
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to be on like the main part of the layer, not the mask part of the layer.
Okay. Like here.
I gotta wait till it shows up.
Yeah, I couldn't get this stupid thing to stream on Twitch, and I couldn't get it to stream on YouTube, so I'm like, okay, guess what, Facebook? You are gonna get streamed.
Waiting.
It's caught up for me. Like I'm viewing my shit on the.
Okay, so you see where it says in material color,
Yes.
normal, roughness. There'll be one that says height. You just click that and it'll turn it off.
Okay. That's weird because I clicked
Might.
it.
It depends on whether or not you used a brush. Looks like you're got a fill layer on. Your fill layer.
Yeah. Oh, do it on my fill layer.
Yeah, because that's what you were painting in that mask, right? So you
Yeah.
got the fill, which covers everything, and then the mask turns whatever it is on or off, right?
Yeah.
Take the height off. There's a button up at the top once you get past all this.
I'm so confused. The delay isn't helping. Okay, so what do I click on? Layer 1 or fill layer 1?
The layer 1, make sure you're not in the mask.
Okay.
And then you see all those little buttons up at the top?
Yeah. Well, I think. Hang on.
So you've got this area where you can drop stuff in, and yeah, there you go, where it says material.
Where it says.
And it says color, metal, rough, at the very end.
And height. Just
so you can turn the height off.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Clearly, you've used this program before.
Yes.
Polygonal tool. That's pretty cool.
May or may not want it, because it looks like the bevel on the wings. Sweet. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like it on the wings.
Yeah, well then I'd leave it on, yeah.
Okay.
But you're still going to get it in some weird spots if you don't want it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Could copy the layer or make a new layer so that it doesn't affect it. Aren't meant to have the bevel on it.
Or I guess I could just try to like do this better. I bet I can do it better. Oh boy. Maybe, I mean, I guess I'll get the base down and then I can always do a cleanup afterwards. Otherwise, I'm going to be here like all day.
Uh,
But thanks for showing me the polygon tool. Yeah, when I started the stream, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's fun, and I want to learn. Okay, what happened here?
I enjoy Substance a lot.
Yeah, I do too. What happened here? Yeah. Oh, by the way, Mike, Heather, Mike.
I
I don't think Mike can hear us. I think he got up. What the hell is going on here? It's like I can't switch back and forth. You know, in how in Substance or in Photoshop you can press X and you'll swap in between black and white for your alpha layer. I can't do that now for some reason.
sometimes that works. Oh, between the alpha layer?
No, but like where you can flip back and forth between. So in Photoshop, you can have like white as your primary color and black as the
Yeah.
secondary, and you switch back and forth. I can't do that for some reason right now, and I'm getting this
Think
weird.
it. Yeah, sometimes it works, and I'm not sure why because I run into that same problem too.
And look at this. Now it just looks like I have a big dent here, and I don't know what the problem is.
Still on the mask, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Seem like you're using some kind of smudge tool? That's probably why.
Oh, I'm not trying to. How do I turn off this?
Press 1, I think it is. Is it 1? Yeah, I think it's 1.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you're just in the wrong tool, I think.
I have no idea what I did to start that.
Pressed a number on accident.
Yeah, maybe when I was pressing like F1 or something. This is cool. So how's work going with, don't you work for Raytheon?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Meh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm doing a government 3D modeling gig right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, for the city of San Francisco. It's pretty cool.
Really? What are you doing? Can you talk about it?
Yeah, a little bit. So there's a crap ton of spaces underneath the city. Everything from transport boxes for water and sewage to electrical lines to things like tunnels for cars and stuff. And I'm documenting all of that. They just have it in a bunch of CAD drawings and old draftsman drawings. And I'm kind of documenting all of it for them. I'm also doing a little bit of app work for them. So.
Did they use CAD drawings for stuff at work recently? You're back in Smudge.
Am I? How do you see? How do you?
It's in your toolbar on the left.
Toolbar.
So when you go back to Smudge.
Oh, that's what I've been doing right there. Okay, yeah. Okay, I know what I did wrong. Oops. But yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting work. So where do you live again?
I live in Oklahoma.
How do you like that?
Don't.
Oh no. Are you?
Hi, Valerie.
Say what? Did somebody else join?
Saying hi to Valerie. She's in the Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Hi Valerie. You can join us on Discord if you want. The link is in the description. I figured I'd let anyone who wanted to join us.
You'd be better off with that polygon fill right there.
Yeah, I totally would.
I think I kept all of the hard edges separate.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tucson, Arizona. That's where my mom was born randomly.
Oh,
although I don't think she ever lived there.
Huh. I had an aunt that lived in Tucson when I was a little kid. Oh boy. Well, Valerie, I hope you learned something because I am definitely learning a lot.
Honestly, it's really just easier to use that polygon fill like that if you're going to do it in the UV side.
Yeah. I don't. Hang on. I gotta figure out where this is.
What are these?
Aha! Found it. Okay.
Looking thing?
Yeah, this wing-like thing. There, I think I did it. Cool.
So yeah, for that one, I would use the UV shell, I think, which is the last option in the properties.
What properties?
On the far right side, at the not really the bottom, but it's the last deal.
Down here?
Polygon fill area, which I think is what, number 4 on the keyboard.
Oh, okay. Oh! Fill mode. UV chunk, mesh fill, triangle fill, polygon fill, mesh fill. Oh! Wow, you have blown my mind. So
And that way you don't have to like select things or do the rectangle. You can just click it.
yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, so far this wing looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Even the bevel right here looks pretty good. It looks like a seam in the wing. I hear you, Mike.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, Mike, Heather, Mike.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah, Mike went to the AAU almost a decade ago.
2007 to 2009. That's how we met.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's good enough. I think that's for that wing. Slide over and start on the other wing. Oh boy. Oh, that's so cool. The fact that I can just click it. Be like, you, be that material.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. You be that material. It's still wonky though. So, what are you doing today, Heather?
Oh, I'm cooking. It's food prep day.
Oh, are you on like a weight loss program or something, like a health program?
I wouldn't say a program. No, it's mostly like self done,
Oh,
self
self-imposed.
inflicted. Yeah.
Oh. So
Well,
how long
makes
have you
sense. I mean, I have some steaks I need to cook up to bring to work for lunch this week.
You should bring one over here.
So,
Hmm.
did
You're
you
like,
just have a
no.
barbecue at your place yesterday?
What about the barbecue?
Wasn't there just a barbecue yesterday that, in fact, probably still has leftovers at your house right now?
No, the leftovers are gone, and it took us all day to clean this house. You wouldn't believe the way it looked in the morning. I should have taken a picture. It was wild.
Wow. Dan did spill all that red wine.
Did he? Where?
Never mind. You'll find it.
Oh,
You
that's messed up.
snitch.
Snitch. Yeah, there was a bunch of broken glass in the front yard where the dogs were playing because Jeffrey knocked over his mason jar.
See, we should have called the cops right then.
And you mean and not waited for somebody else to call the cops on us?
Yes.
That was wild. Yeah, Heather, we had a going away barbecue last night for a friend of ours, and all of his friends showed up. All these people I'd never met before, and we got a noise complaint at like 11 o'clock because everybody was in the front yard for some reason.
That's
I
cool.
think somebody farted.
It was you.
No, it absolutely wasn't. Believe me, in this crew, we know exactly who it would be.
Chris.
Well, gee, if you're just going to say his name out loud on the internet, how will he ever forgive you?
I think he will find a way. Life, finds a way. So how long have you been in Oklahoma, Heather?
I'm from Oklahoma, so I was here for the first 26 years, left to San Francisco for 6 years, and then came back. So I've been here about almost 3 years.
Oh, no. And you don't like it there?
No, I don't. But, the other option was to stay in San Francisco where it was insanely expensive and then have to keep the job that I absolutely fucking hated.
What did you do here?
I was a casino card dealer in San Bruno.
Oh, I think
a place called Artichoke Ghost.
Yeah.
I hated it so much.
Yeah, I think I remember reading something about that a while back. That's a bummer. You could always get another job, couldn't you?
I tried to get another one. The problem was that everybody was offering something like $15 an hour.
Oh,
and
for
I was
3D?
making, for anything, really. Find anything that would be even remotely close. And I was making a lot of money, so...
At the casino?
Yeah, I wasn't sure how, since I had just graduated in 2015, I left in 2016, my student loans were coming up.
Sure.
And with that being as expensive as it was, or if I'd be able to make it, even on what I was making at the casino, I was worried about it, but I have a tendency to over-worry about that.
Yeah.
So that I could have paid for school, outright, for most of the 6 years that I was there. It took me a year to get promoted to a dealer.
Wow.
5 years of it. I could have been paying for it outright and didn't know it.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought I had to have the student loans or I wouldn't make it. Ugh, but now I'm paying for it.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. See, I took the non-traditional route and just didn't go to college because it's like, why?
I would have loved to have done that, but I benefit from that structure very, very well.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
So unless...
Because, I'm crazy self-motivated. I don't need somebody... I didn't need somebody to teach me how to use 3D Studio Max. Even before YouTube, it was like, I will find tutorials and I will do this myself.
My problem was affording it. And then not knowing that I could get it the other way.
Just pay for it
That
outright.
was because I was young. No, I mean, by the time that I knew the programs for 3D, I think Maya was like $3,000 if you wanted to buy it.
Why wouldn't you just pirate it?
Because I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh,
For
no.
software, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, no.
I knew that you could do it for music, but I didn't know you could do it for software.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, you poor thing.
I know.
So, hey...
It just didn't even cross my mind.
I got a question for you. How do I rotate the lighting source so I can see the
Just right click. Oh, underside, you can't.
Really?
Like, it seems to only rotate in the one, like the X, I guess. Or around the Y, I guess would be more the...
How do I do that?
Shift and right click will allow you to rotate the light source, but it won't go, like, up and down.
Left and right click. I'm not
It
seeing...
just goes side to side.
I'm not seeing
right click.
it go side to side. Because I'm holding the click down. But if I... See, if I right click, if I hold it down, I get this brush pop up.
I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I got it wrong. Hold on. You also have a newer version than the one that I have.
Yeah, you know, when I first started with this app, I downloaded it through Steam, and it was like $20. And then they stopped supporting that version, and so I switched to regular Substance Painter.
Did you have to buy it for, like, full price at that point, or were you able to, like, upgrade for a cheaper price?
I was able to upgrade to a cheaper price, although it says license 18 days remaining. I don't know what that is. Storm Chaser.
Are you on the subscription plan?
I might be.
Right before Adobe nerfs it.
Adobe's gonna nerf it?
Adobe is on a subscription-only sort of kick, and you can buy Substance Painter without perpetual. And so now that Adobe bought Algorithmic, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to remove the ability to keep a perpetual license, and you'll have to go with the subscription.
Oh my god, that's horseshit. You gotta be kidding me.
That's the way that they normally do shit, so I don't quote it, I guess, because it could change.
That
of anything.
Oh my god.
Let me make a new
I can't remember how to rotate the light source.
See, can I import an OBJ? Does anybody know?
I thought it was only FBX.
So we'll find out. Because I have no UV coordinates. Hold on, let me go export. Wait, no, I might have something hanging out.
Just
to use it.
hanging out.
Nope, can't do that either. Discard. I like pulling things off of my drive. Do. I don't have the fire truck in there. Have in there.
Can I copy and paste fill layers?
Head for SP. Copy and paste. I do believe you should be able to.
Copy layers. Engine 1.
Yeah, it's shift right click. On mine.
It's shift right click? Okay. Okay, let me see.
Shift right click and drag.
Oh, yeah,
Not
I see. Oh, I see. I kind of see what you mean. Yeah, it doesn't really show the bottom.
Yeah, you might try changing your what's it called? Eyes or whatever.
Eyes.
The display settings.
I don't know how to do that.
Environment map. There we go.
And where do I do that?
That is an excellent question because I don't know where your stuff is.
Trust me, I don't know where my stuff is either.
Go to the right, the far right, and see what those little icons are.
Shader settings, display settings.
Viewer settings is what you're looking for.
Wait, what am I looking for?
Viewer settings.
Viewer settings.
I go to window, see if it's in there.
Window? I have viewport, not window.
A window at the top.
Do I have window at the top?
Mine says views. Yours might be window. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, window, views.
The one that says viewport settings, click that one.
I don't see
Hey, what's this viewport up at the top?
I don't know.
Windows viewport?
I have viewport, display channel. I don't know what this is. Why is it so difficult?
Why did they change it so much? Good lord. I hate it when they do that.
Oh well. You've already taught me a lot about. I think I can get by with what I've learned.
Not sure that they have any, like, environment maps that show the bottom anyways. Wait, yeah, I think there was one Studio One. Good lighting. I don't know how to create those, otherwise I'd say, just create your own!
Yeah, I've done it before with this software called Terragen, and you just basically render out a skybox, and you can render it out in HDRI.
It's cool. Is
Yeah.
it free?
No, not at all. It's pretty serious. Oops. Cool.
Is I'll learn how to type.
Wow.
I'm surprised Valerie's mom works for Raytheon too. I wonder what team she works for, or what she does. I'll ask her.
Yeah, don't a lot of people work for Raytheon? They're a defense
They're
contractor,
a
right?
global company, so I mean, yeah, they've got a shitload of people.
You probably work on top secret stuff, huh?
No.
No?
I don't have any clearance whatsoever.
Oh, so what then? What do you work on?
Training?
Huh. Okay.
None of it's like classified stuff. It's
Yeah.
mostly just XM controlled. So
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing I do at my work is like every time they have a new piece of equipment and they need to teach someone how to use it, I do that work there too. Like I design little infographics and videos and 3D animations and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Oh boy. Who's typing?
It's not me.
Hmm. So Heather, have you thought about looking for a job, like a good job, somewhere where you'd rather live?
Yeah, but I think that's going to require me to like revamp my honestly don't have anything in it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that takes a lot of time.
You can
lot of
model
time.
in 3D Studio Max, right?
I prefer not to, and I'm not nearly as good or as fast in 3D Studio Max
Okay.
to look up stuff like why is this happening? Like what is this thing that I'm seeing that's not letting me do things, and what did I accidentally press?
Yeah.
And how do I equate what I know in Maya to Max? Like
That's exactly how I feel about Maya. That is exactly how I feel about Maya. I can't stand Maya.
it ends up being about one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really true. I think it's
Make
silly.
it work. It's like I love that.
I tease Maya users because in Maya, under File, above the save button, like the first thing in there is a button that says send to 3D Studio Max. And if you have them both installed, it will send the file to 3D Studio Max. Like it's just so funny. It's like they
I don't
knew
even have that option.
there's a whole group of people that would just be like, Maya, why would I use Maya when I could use 3D Studio Max?
Wish they had like a common file so that if somebody else is using Max, they could just be like, "Here, have this Max file."
Yeah,
That would be really nice.
you can kind of do that now with FBX format. FBX you can even embed textures into now. So
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, so that's pretty cool.
We're having a problem recently because we had to upgrade our software and our licenses, and so we all upgraded to 2019. And to be honest with you, I do not like Max 2019. Like, I don't like Max at all, but Max 2019 really just gets my goat.
Why? It's so easy to use.
It's slower.
Hmm.
It's slower to load. It's slower to load any of the files. It's slower. It's the same thing with Max's. I mean, with Maya's side too. Is like anytime I load anything on Maya, it's lag city.
It's not that
And
way
then
for
anytime
me.
I load file that
Mhm.
has like I said, we use those. We use Pro E drawings and CAD drawings. They
Uh-huh.
come in super heavy because
Mhm.
they model everything.
Right.
For heavy, and then it's even worse than if I had imported it into 2016. If I imported it into 2016, like it was super easy, but in comparison, it was super easy.
That's so weird because I've got Max 2019 installed on both my 5-year-old gaming laptop and this new desktop, this supercomputer desktop I'm running right now. And I haven't noticed any slowdown.
I have on both computers.
Hmm.
My one at work, I have no idea what that thing has in it. It's awful to begin with, but
That's funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I've got dual 2080s in this desktop right now.
dang.
Yeah, paid a fortune for them. We got 64 gigs of RAM, and we've got a Ryzen Threadripper with like 24 cores.
I
Like,
have absolutely no idea what that is.
the CPU, it's like
Okay.
it's crazy. It's like a super. I'm like, I'm done with lag. I'm done. I'm just done with it.
Sounds so nice.
Yeah.
So all I have at work right now is lag because again, Pro E files, and I have to keep it open while I keep Maya open so that I can look at the reference and then make it.
Yeah.
And the whole thing just lags, and then I gotta have everything else open too, and then it lags some more, and I'm just like internally raging.
And then on top of it, you have to live in Oklahoma.
Yep.
My heart
But that's
goes out
like
to
the least of the problems.
Never thought I'd hear someone say that.
you. Mike is from Boston, and he's very pro California and very anti pretty much everywhere else.
And living in the middle of nowhere, in places that suck, and places that snow,
Yeah, that
and places
sounds.
that aren't as cool as San Francisco, which is almost the entire planet.
See, they are, to put more simply, they are Mike's type of weird here in the city.
It was pretty nice.
I found my people.
If only it weren't so expensive.
Wages are inflated to match, so.
I don't know about that because I was looking at was it Glassdoor or whatever, and they send me notifications every once in a while, and they're like, "Here's this modeling job for like $60,000, but poverty level over there is $100,000. So how does that?"
Well,
Yeah.
there's a McDonald's by Pier 39 that offered to pay people $12 an hour.
Oh, how exciting!
And
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be able to live in San Francisco just because you work at the McDonald's in San Francisco. And the economics of this area are really screwed up. I know, it's unlike most other places where if
Except
you work in a
Manhattan.
place, you can afford to live in that place. But yeah, Manhattan has people who do 7-hour round trip commutes every day
Jesus.
because, you know, they're not a heart surgeon. They're mostly anything else. So they have to commute out from the southern tip of Jersey or Albany or wherever.
How do
And,
they afford the price to commute?
well, some people would rather have a house in the middle of nowhere and die alone than spend and commute than, have a house near where they want to be and have nothing but the fact that their key unlocks the door.
Yeah.
And I can't say I sympathize with that personally, but it's a popular choice. So, hey. But yeah, here in the city, we joke everybody knows a plastic surgeon with a roommate, except it's not a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, plastic surgeons with roommates. Yeah.
So yeah, that's just life around here. Where yeah, certain job fields have had their wages inflated so that they can move here to the detriment of everyone who lived here when it was normal.
It's never been normal
And
here. I've lived in the Bay Area my entire life. I was born in San Jose, Santa Clara.
oh yeah, by normal I meant like before the 70s.
Huh. Why is that the cutoff? Why are the
Because
70s?
that's when all the boomers bought houses around here, locked themselves into the power structure, and have been aggressively preventing building additional housing ever since.
Boomers?
Yeah, the baby
Oh,
boomers screwed up this
I was like
generation.
boomers.
Yeah. No, not Walking
Yep.
Dead zombies.
What?
Baby boomers.
Ah.
I mean, they can't have helped, but yeah.
They don't do.
What? You cut out for a second.
It's too bad they don't have an edge loop fill.
Yeah, I know. It needs an edge loop fill because it's like I guess what I have to do is just do this. I mean, I can make this work. It's not terrible, but oop.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And that little boy grew up to be Richard Nixon.
A little boy who nobody liked grew up to be Richard Nixon.
Oops. Hmm. What are you doing now, Mike?
StarCraft 2. Doom was just too intense for my computer.
Really?
While I'm also streaming. And I
Oh.
got a bunch of browser tabs open and stuff.
Oh. Are you gonna do your regular StarCraft 2 night game?
Well, that's the plan. Brandon shows up.
He's gonna be like,
Usually
who
we
are
would...
all these people? What the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh, well, I figured we'd use the StarCraft 2 channel and leave you fine folks be.
That would be funny if you didn't, and there was all the cross chatter between StarCraft 2 and this.
Oh boy.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Alex.
Oh boy, I'm so close. Okay, that might be what's up. Okay, pretty satisfied with that. Eesh. Ah. Okay. Excellent.
Alright, I've gotta go.
Alrighty, talk to you later. Thanks for the tips.
Maybe I'll see you next time. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, shit. Oh. Boy. Woo-doo.
Toodle toot.
Toodle toot. Kind of glad the video feed doesn't work. I don't want anyone to see me like this. I just want people to see
What,
me.
do you
in my
got your hand in your
suit.
pants eating Doritos?
Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much.
The American dream.
Pretty much. Oh. Excellent. Maybe I should put on some royalty-free music.
Be careful. One guy's video got flagged because it had bird song in it.
What's bird song?
Songs that birds sing, man.
Oh, literally, like you can
Yes,
hear.
the bird was singing a song. The algorithm identified it as a copyrighted work, and his video
You
of
gotta be
him
kidding me.
outside listening to birds became the legal property of whatever, EMI Music or whoever.
You
Because
gotta be kidding me.
because the bird sang
Because the bird is the word
well, it was a instrumental, in fact,
of the
due to
bird.
the bird.
The bird was a
Well,
word. The hobo of gods.
oh lordy.
Everybody to the limit. Everybody to the limit. Everybody of the hobo of gods.
Ah, good old Hamsar.
Homestar Runner.
Well, Hamsar was one of the characters.
Hmm. Very tedious. Heather's right. This needs a damn edge loop tool. A damn edge loop tool. Oh boy. I don't even know if anyone's watching anymore.
Well, I'm still technically watching, so
Hmm.
console yourself with that knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will console myself gently with the knowledge that you are still watching.
Well, no one ever said it had to be gentle.
No, it could be quite rough, I'm sure.
The brutal consolation, yes.
The brutal consolation. There are 4 people watching, and I don't know who those 4 people are. Okay. I'm getting texted. Oh, it's my roommate from down the stairs. Chris just texted me. He's like, "Yo!" I'm like, "Yo, what?" And then he just disappeared. That's pseudo?
Well, I mean, what would you expect him to do?
I don't know, Michael. I don't know.
Go to a place, do a thing? I mean,
Yeah,
is that his style?
go to a place, do a thing. This polygonal fill tool it's amazing. It's ever so lovely. It's just ever so lovely. Oh, this is cool. Since I'm just Bluetooth to my mouse, that means I can put the little dongle for the mouse back inside of the mouse, and I won't lose it. That's excellent. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not happy with this. It's for me, I'm not here.
Nope.
No, it is not for you, Alex.
It is not, in fact, for you.
I wonder if I can get kicked off of this for singing copyrighted songs.
Yes.
That's retarded. Just yes.
Well, I don't want to mince words and, run the risk of any confusion costing you your lucrative Twitch gig.
Is it that lucrative?
Well, it should be.
Hang on. Oh, Beth's plane just landed.
Huh.
Cool. Yo! Hang on, I'm gonna have to go see what he wants. Yes!
You get an offer that you can't refuse.
Okay, just be aware the internet can hear you.
Hey, do you want to go with me and take the dogs to Chrissy Field? Watch the dogs and I can run around the beach?
Right now?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the show.
You're gonna shower before you run?
Yeah,
That's a backwards way of doing it.
shower before bed.
Yeah, because I want to be clean when I go to bed.
I shower in the morning so I can be clean for the world.
I don't care about the world, I just care about my comfort.
Yeah,
I might go running with you. We can take him down there.
dogs. Run away.
Hey, Mike, do you want to come to Chrissy Field and walk with the dogs?
I can't. My parents want to Skype.
Oh, he can't because
Finally,
his parents
They
want
got
to Skype.
back to me.
Yeah. Chris rolled his eyes.
Mom, I said hi.
He says, "Tell your mom he said hi."
Me and Alex missed it on special night.
God, he's crass. God, you're terrible.
Well, I don't know.
You're so conceivably terrible in every way, shape, and form. Yeah, let me get my running gear on, and I will go run, cause reasons. Oh no. Oh, for a second I thought I had crashed. Okay. How long do you think until we go? 20 minutes? Okay. How many miles are you gonna run? Just around Chrissy Field? I guess if, I can always take an Uber home if I have to. Maybe one. When do... Never mind. He just left. I'm gonna find out when Bree and Chris get home, because gotta make sure to have their dog back. Hmm. What time do your parents want to Skype, Mike?
Well, they said now, and Mom would start setting up her laptop. So, sometime this presidential administration, which may actually give them more time than many of us realize.
Yeah. That wouldn't be good.
Oh, somebody posted a very telling thing about American democracy is that the maximum legal campaign donation is indexed to inflation, but the minimum wage is not.
Yeah, what does that tell you?
A lot.
Mm-hmm. America, America, America.
This is why I hide in the Presidio and work on medical devices.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
What, do you run out of Marines?
Oh shit, hang on.
And on Mother's Day, someone says, I wonder if my mom can still slap me into next week. I need my paycheck early.
Lol. Wow, she did a really good job at laying out these UVs. Wow. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very good. Okay, RP layers, body front. We're gonna paste layer. Gonna, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, she did do a pretty good job, I gotta say. I've got more jobs for her. I need my other spaceship UV mapped. It's already UV mapped, it just needs cleanup. I'll hit Heather up about it later. Ew, what are you eating?
Stew.
Oh. Oh, good to know.
Yes, it is.
You sent me a picture.
I'm
afraid to look. Colorado, one day after making mushrooms legal, and it's Star Road from Mario Brothers. From Mario.
Ari last night.
Yeah. That's silly. Hmm.
Baby.
Okay.
Hey. Where's the frickin' icon?
Whoa, I thought we were gonna get to hear Mikey's conversation with his folks. Kinda glad we didn't. Okay. Hmm. Okay, that feels like it works. Well, I think I've streamed enough for one day. I'll stream later. Show you guys the process. Oh, hi, Jolene. Hi, doggy. And I am signing off.